States gets inside and misses with his first attempt, and now Campazzo brings it up for Argentina, hands it off to D'Elia, who had the foul trouble the other night. And Garino, one of the unsung heroes, really. Here's Scola.
And again, Ntilikina, who has some critics saying he can't shoot that well, proved a lot of those critics wrong the other night, hitting a big three from the right wing and a long two from the left wing, gets things going here for France.
D'Elia goes right at Gobert. Had a good move, but second attempt. And now Scola out on the break. Takes a little bit of contact and goes and scores. Remarkable.
So Scola taking it coast to coast, showing off the ball handling. But one thing about Fournier, I know he's missed his first couple shots, is you see Scola head down. Ntilikina takes the contact and swipes down.
Boy, he really was fouled, wasn't he? Gets blocked by D'Elia.
Scola again pushing the break.
And clearly part of the strategy. And D'Elia with the rebound.
Yeah, you can just sense the intensity from Argentina.
What a remarkable story they've become. Campazzo.
Lucino was quiet the other night, took a knock to the nose.
Campazzo, that's good. And off the front of the iron. So Argentina once again with a dream start. And Scola continually goes to the basket. Goes up again and banks it. This is a bad start for France for a number of reasons, but maybe chief among them is it just confirms for Argentina that they belong here. And that they can go and win this game.
Campazzo fell, got his own miss.
And right now, it's all about intensity. And this Argentina team has more of it.
Comes in with a big shot off the bench.
A three for Laborie.
Laborie only averaging 1 point per game.
So he's tripled his points total already.
Then an offensive foul. So France
has scored 5 unanswered points.
De Colo is 9 of 10 from the free throw line against the USA. Again, his aggression towards the basket. You see the nice pass from Campazzo deflected.
I think Batum got his hands on that.
Oh, nice.
D'Elia! And that low post that's made the headlines has been Scola as well as D'Elia.
On the floor now, Luca Vildoza, who I know impressed you so much the other night.
Impressed everybody. Now the Campazzo. Oh, what a play. What a play. What a move.
Well, kind of a page out of Campazzo's book with the fake pass. And another tough finish.
Vildoza, little runner, misses everything. Was that a pass?
Well, that's the Gobert effect. And you see the big man, of course, Gobert 7'1", 2 meters 15, by the basket. You gotta think twice about what you're gonna do.
Nicolas Batum goes out and Evan Fournier comes back into the game. I mean, you simply cannot put enough superlatives out there for Fournier, the way he has played in this competition, but especially against the United States. He was pretty much unstoppable. Here's Garino backing up, but called for the charge. And look at that for the X factor of France. Who expected that?
Well, that's the beauty of these games. Gives a chance for guys to step up. Laborie accepting the challenge, also guarding Scola.
Scola backs up and scores and gets a trip to the line. That's the Evan Fournier we saw against the United States.
Yeah, the ball handling wizardry on display there. The shaking of the crossover.
I like
Great
that.
Space.
Wizardry from the wizard. And Campazzo's pass. France have so much size that they're going to be just incredibly difficult to overcome, but Argentina just fight. La Provitola got it to Deck, but he missed the reverse layup. Shaky start for Deck. Now Deck goes in and a little underhand shot is good. The ball ends up in the corner and is picked up by Vildotha. La Provitola whips it over to Deck. And Deck goes in for the rim rocker.
Able to weave through the defense again with the dribble.
La Provitola, risky business, dribbling in front of Albasi like that. Gaisi. And Zarapovic, Scola comes back in. Pajerup in the game as well for Argentina, number 10 in the corner. Yeah, the reserves were so crucial the other night for Argentina. Now Scola battling Albasi. Look at him getting after Scola. These French fans, always loyal followers of this national team. They go everywhere. There's Vildotha. Final 9 seconds. Will they be able to hold on to and get the last shot? La Provitola going up against Albasi. Vildotha has to launch it. Videos. You name it, it's got it. Second quarter underway. And Vildotha still in the game with La Provitola, Scola, Deck, and D'Elia for Argentina. And it's Fournier guarding Deck.
Strong side of the floor and cleared the way.
La Provitola gets it to Deck again.
Right back to the same spot. Fournier battling.
Oh, the help defense. Bodies. La Provitola now has it. And Lesor picks up the foul. Ellie and then Soar, S-O-A-R. How about that? That would be a good name for him. Mix a little bit of French and English. He gets up there. Here's Vildotha. Goes right at Lesor.
Tap it in, since he can tap it out defensively.
Just cannot make contact with the rim, with your body.
Oh.
Scola was like falling down.
Looked like he traveled.
Yeah, France appealing for a finish.
This man is a scorer. There's no other way to put it. He just puts the ball in the basket.
France have pulled to within 1. Scola, little jump hook. So timeout by Sergio Hernandez. Let's go down and listen.
Y los grandes no tienen que recibir acá porque es donde viene el mano en mano o donde viene el pick and roll. Baku, va por Luca. Bien, Luca. Hey, esta bola ya. Tu mejor ángulo para el tiro es así o ahí. Para un tiro en movimiento. Ok. Vos directamente te vas. Te metés con un diamante ahí. Pero es en transición. ¿Sí? Baku, ataca fuerte acá. Salís y te enganchás con Paco mano a mano para buscar el tiro.
He starts, it's who finishes, and often he's in the game at the end. Campazzo, meanwhile, back in the contest. And La Provitola misses from the top. It was a great attempt. He knew exactly how much time he had. Beautiful bounce pass to Leah. And was almost affected there by Batum, but nevertheless.
Long shot.
Campazzo puts it up from deep and off the back of the iron.
2 good looks for Batum. Hasn't been able to knock one down.
La Provitola is not there now. Scola, Campazzo, and hands it off to Deck, who goes in, tries to go strong. Power forward for a combo guard. Also, Ntilikina also in the game now. That was a good try. Scola now going to try his luck against him by hits another jump shot.
Well, Gobert does make an impact there with the screening. It's tough for defenders to get around him. And obviously that's one way to relieve the ball pressure that the guards are setting.
Scola again and picks up the foul.
Going into that game after Miles Turner essentially called him out in some ways on Twitter.
Deck took a shot. He's going to have to come out. Looks like he's rolled his ankle.
I think he caught a knee in the thigh
on purpose. Oh, bounce pass. Figueroa saved it.
Not going down yet from the outside.
And Figueroa brings it up the floor. Batum in the game now, and Mbai goes out. Dakota getting ready to come back in as well. La Provitola, starting his free throw, somehow stays out.
9 rebounds already for Scola.
La Provitola. Tough pass to Brusino, who's known for his stroke. Here's Campazzo, and the tap is there for Brusino.
Fournier refuses to go down without emptying out the clip, essentially.
La Provitola, his pass.
Hey, this kid can play. That's why the New York Knicks drafted him so early in the first round. Still only 21 years of age, -98, 6'6" guard with a lot of skill.
La Provitola, beautiful wraparound pass to the lead. Now Scola able to save it before it goes out of bounds. La Provitola hands it off to Campazzo and wisely holds it for the last shot. Campazzo launches it!
I thought he was.
Getting after Garino. Here's Vildosa. Got Campazzo in the right corner, and Fournier reaches.
That's confidence right there. Albisi, after missing one, steps right back up and knocks down another one. As Campazzo
has to be careful, raising his arms, his elbows. Here's Scola now, going up against Labarrie. Spins, turns, puts up a very difficult shot, and then not able to get the rebound. Now Vildosa. Behind the back pass to Scola. And he goes up. Oh, no, and they're going to call it short.
Low center of gravity that Campazzo and Albisi share.
Vildosa for 3. That's good.
Yeah, they needed that. His first make of the night. Mismatch. Good help from Gobert.
Scola, well, he says, I'm going to have to shoot it. And Gobert, but he misses a dunk. This triggers a break to Vildosa. He goes behind his back. And then he holds up in the second half.
So second leading scorer tonight, thanks to 5 free throws and a 3.
Vildosa. Spin by Garino. Deck gets in for the rebound. Or no, Gaisi. And
to even execute their offense.
Campazzo steps back. Gets it back. Pump fake. Gets it back to Vildosa.
Got a mismatch.
And misses everything. Vildosa pulls up. Finish.
I mean, he just stood off the bench 5 seconds in and gets a layup.
Well, he feels a sense of desperation.
Fournier's did a great job attacking the basket, just 0 of 5 from three-point range.
Deck open, that's good. 8 makes it. Well, he provides evidence of what he can do once again, his bright future, but It was nevertheless the only shot they were going to get.
But you see how easy it is for Argentina to find room and to get into the lane to get open shots, and then that's what.
12 minutes remaining. La Provitola in the game. And Batum almost.
Also plays with two. Just makes the game so much fun for himself, his teammates.
Well, especially when he's up 14 points. Here's Scola going in the run.
Se mantienen, bueno, ahora están con batín de 4. Cuando Luis le saltó a Fournier acá, cuando Luis le salta en el step fuerte, cuando está cualquiera de los grandes, no rolan, se quedan acá. Entonces está bien la regla de sacarlo. Mata el drible, volvé con un caballo.
Who hasn't played much here in the second half. He's got 6 points and 3 rebounds. So, you know, if you're not getting much production from your NBA star, it doesn't bode well. La Provitola able to get it back to Scola, who steps into it. And the long rebound goes out to La Provitola. Right about Poirier. He's going to be with Boston, right? Poirier. Now. Campasso misses, but follows up his own shot. He knew it was off, didn't he?
Oh, the hustle plays.
Right when he released it, he knew it was off. He ran to get the rebound. Scola. Tough shot. France stay with it.
Bai's been scoreless.
Ntilikina, tough drive. Boy,
I mean, he's probably been their best player tonight. 11 points, 5 of 7 from the field, compared to the 11 points and 5 of 16 from Fournier.
Piccolo trying to slow down La Provitola. Deck from deep. Gobert with the pull. We talked about it.
I mean, again, he's a BCL champion for a reason. He's had a great year of basketball, a late bloomer in this program. He needs to be aggressive. The near steal here could travel. No call.
Campasso, and he was held by Ntilikina. Ball inbounded to La Provitola. He goes baseline, gets it over to Campasso. La Provitola hits it. Wow. He's done it 2 games in a row, folks. He's been the man. Hold. Running the floor and dunking it with 2 hands.
Yep, first field goal.
La Provitola leaves his feet, passes back out to Campasso. And that's short. And into the hand.
They needed that one.
La Provitola knocked away. And it leads to a 2-on-1 break. La Provitola behind the back pass. Finish. Back to single digits, the deficit.
How much time can Cole leave Fournier on the bench with those 4 fouls? Good denial from RBC.
Scola comes out.
Now they're finally forcing Argentina to run their offense a little further out.
La Provitola zigzags his way, gets it to D'Elia. Good job knocking it off the rim. It was long. La Provitola. Argentina have gone cold. France haven't capitalized, really.
Colo so far, 9 points on 1 of 3 from the field, is 7 of 8 from the free throw line.
And the back pass from Vildoza to Scola. Now Garino drives in, and great work from Gobert to protect. But vital free throws here. If they'd made those 4 free throws, it would be a 4-point game right now. Campasso. Feel like the door opening slightly here for France. Deck open, misses everything. Falls to Garino, over to Scola, and suddenly Argentina struggling. La Provitola has it.
France just can't get their hands on the ball till then. Huge call. Would have cut it to 6, stays at 8, and of course this lineup for France, much more of a defensive lineup. Think about the 2 guards, and Ntilikina and Albisi, obviously Batum, his length, Gobert inside.
We saw a similar play, I think, in the Spain game before Australia. It was in the first half when Gasol, I think, leaned over and kept it alive, and a foul was not called. Could be wrong. I think that's what it was. La Provitola being hounded by Ntilikina.
Both teams in the penalty. Got good looks here in the 4th quarter.
And Deck goes in, lays it up. Campasso gets it back to Scola, doesn't mess around. The basket. Well, he's been an absolute star tonight for France. They can have no complaints with his performance.
He's probably been the only player who's played well.
Yeah, I think the Knicks have potentially a really special player.
Same play, same result.
Luis Scola thrusting himself into the end. And now the clock is the enemy. The lead has grown to 15 points. And Le Bleu look like they could be singing the blues after this. Here's Deck. Follows up his miss.
You just know Scola wants it again.
And with France, it is just so hard to understand. So many tournaments. Gobert was so good against the USA, as was Fournier, as was DeColo. And tonight, really, it's the main man has been Ntilikina. Ntilikina was tough the other night as well. And Argentina. So that gets it back to a 13-point deficit. Lacombe, very good defensively. I think maybe he should have come in a little bit earlier. But who am I? I'm not the coach. And the pass and the dump. And the basket. Campasso hands it off to Faro. Oh. He goes up. Ball slips out of his hand. They would have advanced. Well, good evening, folks. If you are just joining us, this is the FIBA Basketball World Cup, the second semifinal here in the Wukesong Arena in Beijing, China. And it's between France and Argentina. The winner will advance to face Spain, who beat Australia in the double overtime thriller in the first semi. Evan Fournier, who was electric against the United States, gets inside and misses with his plays professionally in China. And clearly enjoys the ambiance in this country. He played very well. He's been very good at this World Cup. And so has this man, Ntilikina, who didn't finish. Amat in by another of the unsung heroes here after a sensational season with Virtus Bologna. Here's Fournier. This is his second. Bosch has fouled into the house, the former USA international.
A lot of people in the building here tonight.
Manu Ginobili as well here watching Argentina. Flew in for tonight's game. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get a few minutes here. Talk to Hernandez at halftime. Here's Gobert, gets blocked. Give it to the big man and let him go.
Wow, Luis Scola.
Garino. Oh, and that was a trip by D'Elia.
Yeah, Fournier is going to be in attack mode almost every time he touches the ball.
What's up? Is that borderline unsportsmanlike? Look at this. Sticks his leg out. Fournier just sat on the court and look at that. Campazzo, France. I'm not accusing them of taking Argentina lightly, but Argentina have certainly come out with the same fire they had against Serbia. Ntilikina from the left corner. I'm sure a lot of people expected Argentina to get some wins at this World Cup, but not to be on the cusp of the spot in the final.
Oh, he's just continuing what he's been doing all tournament, knocking down shots. He's a 44% three-point shooter. Can't give him space.
Now Ntilikina, another attempt for him, and
again, 39 years old, Luis Scola. He's been in the World Cup since 2002.
For players like him, 39 is the new 29.
You heard the French coach talk about guys not playing within the system.
And Nando De Colo has checked into the game for France. Come in to give Fournier a breather.
Yeah, De Colo also has been electric. 17 points a game on 58% shooting. Not bad production off your bench. Look at this activity.
And look at the play by Campazzo. The Scola missing. Missing badly there. Albasi. Didn't even know if he was going to make this team. Become a hugely important player for France.
Well, he was their floor general for all 12 World Cup qualifiers. Is Labéry. So the trust from Collet to go to his bench early and see if it pays off.
Garino out on De Colo, and De Colo takes it in and is fouled by Garino.
De Colo, we know what he can do offensively. Able to score. Well, so much attention defensively on Scola.
Albasi stepped out of bounds. Play!
Come on, Jeff. The fake pass with one hand finger roll? You do not see that every day.
And Vildoza reaches in and fouls De Colo.
Yeah, can't wait to see a replay of that Campazzo move.
There's Manu Ginobili, who hears the applause as his likeness appears on the overhead. Of course, the MVP of 2004. He was outstanding in 2002 when they made it to the final and lost to Yugoslavia in overtime. Outstanding in 2006. There's De Colo driving in. What a finish by De Colo! Asking for a flop, but great defense by De Colo.
Argentina now in the penalty. France just with one foul so far.
Labéry's already hit 1-3, make it 2! And really the good thing for these two teams, just like in the previous game, both of these teams have already qualified for the Olympics. So excellent has been their performance. They took direct spots from their respective regions, from the Americas for Argentina and from Europe for France. Spain and Australia, who played in the first semifinal, will also be at the Olympics in Tokyo next year. Fournier looking to make his mark. Eck, who's checked in. Can't stop him. That's the Evan Fournier.
It is crazy that Labéry, who had 4 points in the total of the tournament coming into this one, already eclipsing that on 2 3-pointers. And Mathias Lessor comes in for Gobert.
De Colo, and the ball goes off of Lessor, and then he steps out of bounds. Good. Teammate of Campazzo's at Real Madrid.
Deck, another guy who had a strong game against Serbia, double figures, had the breakaway dunk slash dagger, if you remember.
And now a hole. Rocker!
Well, Gabriel Deck got it ball screen and no help side defense from France. Takes off for the slam.
Is it just me, or does he look kind of lackadaisical out there? He is just so relaxed, and Fournier answers, makes it look easy. Defense, swat from Lesor.
Great timing there by Lesor.
Now Lesor hands it off. DeColo for three. Ooh, collision Lesor that time. Didn't soar high enough.
Well, that was a beautiful finish from Vildoza. Just got it high up in the air, avoiding the block.
DeColo. Pass to Albisi.
Fournier's open. Beautiful pass behind the back.
Wide open. Good! Now the question flies in, but good strong rebound from Fournier. Evan Fournier. Feels out the defense, turns, goes up. Oh, what? And now France can take the lead.
Laverty's minutes, though. Very beneficial surprise as he's a little soft with the ball there. Oh, strong screen from Lesor.
Albisi.
Ooh, nice pass.
And the two-handed flush.
All the momentum in France's favor right now. And Batum checks back in after Laverty's impressive performance.
Argentina led by as many as 8 points in the first quarter. Batum to Albisi. Back to Batum for three.
Albisi has a shot. Passes up on it.
And Campazzo reaches up, knocks it away. Fournier has to hurry. He's going to pull up for a jumper. No, he's going to explode into the lane, go off 1 foot. But does not make the free throw. Remember, the free throws were made in abundance by Argentina against Serbia. Can't afford to give away points at the line.
And we've seen this a few times. Argentina doing a great job with denial defense, but Fournier
back to the iron. Now Gobert, see if he's got a little more bounce in his step after sitting for a few minutes. He gets it from DeColo, passes out to Batum. Albisi gets in, puts it up with the left hand. Is not one of the more anonymous players, even though he plays for Real Madrid. Certainly not in Argentina is he anonymous, but compared to the star power that we've seen, he has really held his own in this World Cup.
Yeah, no question about that.
His stock is going up. And that time the defense by La Provitola.
Premier rebounder. Now we see a 2-2-1 press for Argentina. And they back down into a man-to-man, but Scola double digits in 22 of his last 23 World Cup games. They're so consistent.
Fournier hounded by Campazzo. Shot clock winding down, and Fournier drives in. Gobert with the board. Gobert has not made a huge impact on this game at all. Nice sets to pick. Ntilikina, obviously a fan favorite. Always has been in China. But the love he got when he came for the Beijing games was off the charts.
Yeah, he talked about being here since 1998 to spread the game of basketball. As Fournier finally dumps it off to Gobert.
Nice idea.
Door cut hard. I'm going to feed you.
Three minutes to go in a thrilling first half. Argentina on top of France. Fournier. Shooter's bounce, not quite. And Fajera knocked it away, but into the hands of Mbai. And La Provitola reaches in and commits the foul. That's the second team foul.
Messi was the victim of a incredible block from Lucic, Serbia. Fournier keeps firing and
thought he could shoot it over the trees, but he was short. Fournier has Campazzo on his back, and then he goes in and is fouled by the lead. Gobert hands it off to Fournier. Goes off one leg. Oh, what a tough shot. Ntilikina able to inbound it just in time. Ntilikina goes behind his back, puts it up. Oh, that was sweet. To D'Elia.
And that's what you need to do against Gobert. You draw him to you as a guard and then dump it off to the big man, diving to the basket.
Look at the Argentina fans behind the Argentina bench, standing and singing the whole game. Batum from the right corner goes down.
The first adjustment here, Albisi starting the second half over Ntilikina. Also, Labéry starts.
Vildosa, meanwhile, starts for Argentina, and Garino back in the game as well. So we thought Gobert had to get involved. Here he is twice, getting his hands on the ball, but his coach telling him to go up and just dunk it. Dunk it, Rudy. If anybody can do it, you can.
So that means Batum also will come off the bench in the second half for France.
An offensive foul called on Rose. And they take advantage. It's a 10-point lead. France need to change the rhythm of the game. They get it to Gobert. Albisi open off the front of the iron. Batum gets it back to Albisi. He's going to try again. He gets it right back. Three-pointer.
Yeah, they needed it. They were down 10. First time facing a double-digit deficit.
Labéry.
Oh, way off. That left hand.
Interesting by having Albisi on the court. It's almost kind of like the mirror opposite of Campazzo. And maybe that's what Cole thinks is a better matchup for Campazzo to kind of neutralize his impact on both ends of the floor. Here's Fournier, because he's also quick. Fournier just grazes the outside. To call this the Argentina miracle, because that's kind of what it feels like. I'm just not sure that anybody saw this coming. Fournier puts his head down, passes out to Batum for three. That's good. Fournier with a pump fake, and they hand it off to Gobert.
12-point lead now for Argentina against their defense, suffocating France.
Piccolo gets in the lane. He's tied up. And Scola, while he's catching his breath, getting a rest, the lead grows. Albisi. I think Albisi should look for his shot, but he will know, obviously, these players, Campazzo and Deck, because he played at Baskonia in Bilbao, near Bilbao. Vitoria, Spain. Here's Lesor.
Nice drop step.
Good effort by Poirier. Now,
shot clock at 3.
Lesor, and bailed out.
So France managing just 6 points so far in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter.
Albisi. And France that took like 3 possessions, and then here's Ntilikina.
So all over him.
And good. Fournier, shifty move, drives in. Boy, what a quality finish. They're just playing with so much confidence, Argentina. Again, the ball knocked away from the Argentina player he reminds me of a little bit in the past. It's Delfino. Just kind of ambles around, doesn't look like he's in a rush, but gets the job done. Ooh. And unsportsmanlike foul called on Vildosa. From 3-point range, Labéry 2 of 3. It's been a struggle for everybody else. Fournier. Throws it back. Clock. DeColo has to launch it.
15. But it's all credit to this Argentina defense. There you see it again. Nothing coming easy for France. Meanwhile, on the other end, Scola is able to catch the ball in the post with no resistance, really.
Ntilikina, they had settled for the three, and he made.
Campazzo with the golazzo. Another near steal.
Poirier keeping it alive. Scola going in the run, and what a block from Batum.
Offensive foul.
Wow.
Team USA in the quarterfinal, and watching this so far, you just can't help but see that's what the case has been. And another
board gets it to Ntilikina. Shot clock winding, or game clock winding down. Last 3 seconds of the third quarter.
7 rebounds, no blocks.
Ntilikina hands it off to Batum. DeColo now. A little bit more of a sense of purpose for France. And
forcing the issue.
Ntilikina pulls up from deep. And by with the rebound. Here is again Ntilikina. And by for three. That's good. Right after the by three.
That's a huge shot. He almost stepped out of bounds. And again, Campazzo looked at the ball pressure. So he reaches it.
Just hit that three. Ntilikina, long two. That's good. Wow. Campazzo open, short. That might give a chance to run for France. Nope. Argentina did have everybody back. Ntilikina hands it off to Gobert. And into the hands of Gobert. And good hands by Campazzo. And by to Batum from the right. And again, France would like to get something in transition. They haven't had anything. Breaking. Here's Ntilikina. His pass.
And a beautifully executed fast break.
20 points and 11 rebounds now for Luis Scola. That's back-to-back 20-point games.
Great pass inside. The same game pretty much for the last 17, 18 years. Nothing much has changed. Just no one can figure out how to stop it.
Probably offensively, he's gotten better the older he's become. I would suggest. Craftier, yeah. Here's Mbai. Gobert with the rebound. Off the rim. DeColo backs up. La Provitola gets it back out to Albasi. And protect the rim.
Hard fall as well.
And the block called on Vildoza. They are over the limit, so again, France go to the free throw line. Now they do, and it's Ntilikina. Good pass over to Mbai from Gobert into the corner, and he gets it back out. Argentina hustling
Gobert
back on
posting
defense.
up hard. Watch out for the 3 seconds. Fortunate to not get called there.
Ntilikina from deep.
Oh,
and what a tip in by Batum. Every little bit counts. Albasi. And by Fournier going to check back in on the next dead ball.
Well, Zach might be Argentina's best athlete. See the way he ran the floor on that one.
Gobert twists and turns. Double team. Mbai, step back. He stepped out of bounds, and he puts it up, and he raises both hands up in the air to signify the three-pointer.
Well, the pick and pop. Another beautiful pass from Campasso. And Luis Scola.
Ntilikina sees an opening, goes right to the MVP conversation. Wow. 26 points, 13 rebounds for the great Luis Scola. Ntilikina, meanwhile, they get a great result, and is followed by a performance that just doesn't match their potential.
Scola.
Here's an ovation from even, I think, the French fans.
I think it's an offensive defensive substitution.
La Provita.
Do what you want. As you see Ginobili next to Kobe. And Cole.
It's playing time, especially with Fournier being so good, comes into the game. Fournier for three. Each and every game. And probably, when you consider their coach, Sergio Hernandez, doesn't get enough credit for being as excellent as he is.
Wow, 3 consecutive deflections from Garino. And again, they're not going to stop applying the pressure.